Hey everybody, it is me again. It's October the 14th, it's a Wednesday, and most of you know that this past Sunday, October the 11th, I ran the Royal Parks Half Marathon in London in aid of Book Aid International. Basically, I raised you all raised £565 for Book Aid, which is absolutely brilliant. You can still donate at the link in the sidebar. It's basically just a tiny URL link, and then it's DFTBA, Don't Get to Be Awesome, 123. You can't really go wrong, but the link's in the sidebar just in case you forget that. So yeah, you raised £565 for Book Aid, which is awesome. Basically that equates to, it's roughly £2 a book to send a book to the third world. To increase literacy levels, to increase education in the third world, which for many it's a vicious circle in the third world. If you can't get the education, you can't get a better job. If you can't get a better job, then you can't get your kids into decent education. Your kids can't get a decent education, they can't get a job, and it's a vicious circle. So charities like Book Aid are essential to helping to sort this whole problem out. So yeah, at about £2 a book, £565 is going to go a long way. It's going to buy 280, give or take, books for Book Aid. So that's, I mean, just be very proud of yourselves. But it's not over yet. Keep going. You know, now that I've run the marathon, keep going. I'm going to show you a few clips now. Obviously, the marathon was open to all sorts of people. You had obviously the people who were running serious marathon runners, so there were people like these guys. Yeah, they were going for obviously the serious times. The actual marathon winner ran it in, I think it was 1 hour and 9, which is sort of crazy. Anyone who can run that fast isn't human. Yeah, he needs a Terminator test like right now. There were obviously the fun runners like me. I mean, you'll probably see me in this next clip. It depends which clip I put in, but you'll probably see me. Yeah, you can tell that I'm recording these before I've edited. So you'll probably see me now, maybe.
There he is. Hi!
Then there were also the people who weren't going to finish so quickly, but who were probably having the best day that anybody was having. There were the people who came in fancy dress. It was brilliant. There was these 2 Dalmatians. There were the peas and the carrot, which for some reason we've got 2 different shots of. That worked well. And I think the best one of the whole day, I saw so many running around that day. The best one I saw was these 2 guys who, I'm gonna shut up and let them go into all their glory so you can see them now. My advice to anybody even attempting this sort of run is start training early. Obviously, I only started training about 8 weeks before my half marathon, and my finishing time, 2 hours 42. It's not. There were a lot of people slower than me, but it wasn't the fastest time, and it wasn't really as fast as I wanted to run. But I'm gonna go for it next year, definitely. I've actually registered my interest already for next year. So I'm gonna get training pretty much straight away, and with a whole year's training, you can get obviously so much more in shape, so much more into it. Which brings me on to my next point of how fun the day was. Literally the whole day, from turning up, running the race, everybody, the whole atmosphere was so good among the sort of all the fun runners. They were there, you know, for, I don't even know how many charities. There were 15,000 people, and there were probably almost as many charities. There were people running for cancer charities, for raising money for Africa, for Oxfam, for breast cancer, but just for anything you possibly think of, people were raising money for them, and for so many different reasons too. And the actual half marathon, sort of, if somebody saw somebody else slowing down, they'd look around, ask them if they were okay. Everybody was keeping everybody else going, which was really, really nice. I didn't see anybody drop out. I mean, I'm sure plenty did, but I didn't see anybody. And that was in part due to the brilliant stewarding, and also the brilliance of all the rest of the runners who, as I say, were just so helpful in keeping everybody else going. Yeah, I don't have a lot else to say. Just thank you very much to anyone who donated, and to anyone who hasn't. As I say, if you still want to, now that I've actually run the race, link in the sidebar. Any donation, anything from, you know, a penny up to whatever upper limit you want to impose on yourself, basically. I'm not going to impose an upper limit on you, is excellent, and it's all appreciated. So thank you very much, and I will see you all soon. DFTBA and best wishes.